Cage. Mine's Micah Frankel. Prospect Series weigh-ins are complete. Anything but a prospect. Next to me, co-main eventer, and always good to see the Killer Bee, Taylor Starling. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm fantastic, Micah. How are you?
Man, I always get this just feeling of emotion when I see you, because I'm like, we did that first interview so long ago, and to see the fighter and the person that you've become, it's just such a journey, and it's so cool to see you each time.
You interviewed me when I was like 17 years old for the first time. You were my first ever interview, and I was so nervous. So now I do a lot better. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, not just that, but the martial artist, and to see the dedication that you've had, and not to mention, super mom over just everything, the person you are, it's amazing.
Thank you so much. That means a lot to me.
We get to see you doing your main job, your love this weekend, you're fighting, and it's a fight we've all been waiting for I think we're going on 4 months or so now. You and Jenny Savage, the rematch, a long time in the making. Why did it take so long for us to get to see you guys do this? You both wanted it.
That's the hardest part about fighting, is it's not just two fighters wanting to fight. There's a lot of backing behind it, money, events, what makes sense, what money mainly, but what makes sense and what doesn't. And so, me and Jenny both were gunning for it. That was never an issue. It was always like the promotions end of it, and I'm just happy now that it's happening, and I'm actually really happy that it's in Albuquerque, because this is home.
That fight was so long ago. I think it was one of your first professional fights. Is that something that you've always wanted to have back, that moment, that opportunity?
That is absolutely a loss I've always wanted to avenge, especially after seeing Jenny come to Bare Knuckle, and then I came to Bare Knuckle. That was one that just stung a little bit to lose, and that is probably honestly the only loss that I ever wanted to get back. So yeah, I'm very excited.
And I gotta ask, people probably bring it up all the time now, how much of a growth moment and experience was it the last fight when you were here in Albuquerque?
I've grown a lot from that fight. I fought Jod after that fight. I had a lot of traumatic things happen to me here in this state, in this city, and that I didn't resolve, and I didn't realize that until I was in the ring with Christine, which is the worst possible time for it to come out, when your emotions come out. Since then, I've come back, I've made peace with it, I've done a lot of mental training, sports psychologist, things like that to help me with the emotional side of fighting. And after I fought Jod, she dropped me with a hard shot, I got back up and kept fighting, and it's helped me a lot. I think I'm such a stronger, better fighter now because of that Christine fight. It sucked, but Christine taught me a lot inside of that fight and outside of that fight.
Bringing up Christine, you didn't stay at home for this camp. I think early in camp, I saw a little globe trotting there. I saw Christine. I saw a couple other shots. So tell us about what camp was like and why you decided to kind of further your boundaries and go and get some new looks.
Yeah, I think that it's important for fighters to go all over and learn what they can from people. Everyone has different ideas and different techniques, and it's for you to get better to go and pick people's brains. I think that's such a huge thing as a fighter that more people should do. So many people get I don't know what the word is, but offended by cross-training, and I think it shouldn't be that way. Unless you're fighting each other, I think everyone has something to learn from each other, and it's important to do stuff like that. So why not go train with Christine and pick her brain and see what she has to say and why she is the way she is? Why not go train with John Dotson and see what makes him an explosive, freak of nature fighter, and just go pick brains and learn different stuff?
What does this version of Taylor Starling have in store for us tomorrow night?
This is the best version of Taylor Starling. I have felt amazing. I'm so happy to be here. I've had the best week. I feel amazing. Physically is always important, but mentally overall, I have been so fucking happy to fight and so excited, and I'm honored. I'm happy to be here. I got to avenge not only my loss to Jenny, but avenge my loss here in Albuquerque. This is home. I want to give the fans what they want and do my hometown proud.
2 things before I let you go. First thing, were the combat boots on purpose to accentuate that height advantage you got at the weigh-ins?
No, Cammy wears combat boots in Street Fighter, so it was just solely about the costume.
If you guys didn't already understand from the beret, we can get the green sticking through. What made you go with the Street Fighter Cammy motif for this weigh-in?
I actually was going to wear it my last weigh-in and wore the gold ensemble instead, but I love Street Fighter. I'm a huge fan. Cammy's blonde. I figured, hey, I can pull this off pretty well. Jenny already did Sailor Moon. I love Sailor Moon too, but Cammy, I just had to do it. I'm a nerd.
Last message for the fans?
Guys, come out tomorrow to the Revel BKFC Prospect Series. I'm there to put on a show for you guys. Let's go. I love you so much. And Micah, thank you for having me on here.
Appreciate you always, Taylor. Guys, tomorrow night, cageminds.com will have live coverage going on, plus all the post-fight coverage.